Hi there, gorgeous. Happy Frugal Friday to you. Hope you're having a great day or a great evening whenever you happen to be watching this video. I hope that you are doing great. And if not, just know that I'm thinking of you. Leave me a comment below and I will absolutely say a prayer for you. And know that you are not alone in whatever you're going through, and all of us are here to support and love on you. I want to say that because I know some people have been having a hard time here lately, so I just wanted to offer some encouragement and know that I do read the comments and I do pray for a lot of you when you leave comments talking about how you're having a hard time, and just want you to know that I feel for you and I'm with you. In today's video, I am sharing, let's liven it up a little bit, okay? Make it a little happy in here. I am doing a review for you of the Jason Wu line. This is a beauty brand that could be found in Target stores. It came up on my radar and I wanted to try it out because a lot of the products were ones I had never heard of before, never tried. So I've done a full face tutorial for you within this video. I've also conducted a wear test, and I will let you know if there's anything here worth trying or not. I do already have my eyeshadow primer applied to my eyes, and before I start with the eyeshadow palette, which is what I traditionally do, I want to apply this Magic Matte Oil. This is an oil that acts like a primer on the skin, and you can apply it before makeup. You can also apply it after you've applied your foundation, in the middle of the day if you notice shine breakthrough. At least that's what it says. It says it's supposed to help mattify the skin and get rid of shine breakthrough that may occur during the day. And you know me being oily, I'm the perfect candidate to try this. So we're going to see how this actually works. It's like a traditional oil. So I'm taking just a couple drops of it, and I'm only going to apply it on one half of my face because I want to see if throughout the day this side is naturally going to get oily. If we apply it over the side that does get oily, I'll apply a little bit more here, if it will help to mattify the skin. It does dry down pretty instantly. It doesn't feel greasy on the skin. I'm not really sure how well it mattifies. It's providing more of a glow from what I can see right here. My face does feel matte though. It feels matte over here too, so I have no comparison there. For the eyeshadow palette, I picked this one up. It's a neutral 9-pan palette. Nothing super exciting about it. There were two other color stories besides this one, but I chose this one. So I'll start with this shade from the palette, and I'm going to use that as my blending shade, and I traditionally apply a shade like this directly onto the brow bone. Ooh, that's dark. It looked like a skin tone for me kind of color, but it's a little peachy. Just looking at this palette though, I can already tell you that it looks like it leans a little yellow. Is that what it looks like to you? It looks a little yellow leaning to me. I could be wrong, but it doesn't appear to be like leaning more pink or more neutral. It's got like yellow tinges as the undertone in the shadows. I'm pointing that out because sometimes certain skin tones struggle with shades that lean either too pink or too yellow, and if they don't have a neutral base, then they can be hard to wear. And so for me, I traditionally have a pink undertone. Not traditionally, that's just what I have. I have a pink undertone. So using yellow-based foundations, yellow-based concealers, anything yellow-based tends to make me look rather sickly. And sometimes it can be that way with eyeshadow too. So we'll see how this works. Like I said, it could be completely wrong. We're going to try it anyway. I'm taking this shade right here, and that's going to be my crease shade. Now the eyeshadows are very powdery. I don't know if you picked that up as I was taking it off of the pan. You see how powdery that is? I mean, it's like, yeah, oof. Okay. And we'll apply that into the crease. Not that they're not easy to apply. They are. You can see how much pigment color payoff you get. This is my first time using this palette, by the way. I mean, I really didn't need much of the eyeshadow at all. Like you can see there. It's really intense. All right, I'm gonna go back with this shade right here. I'm going to attempt to use this more as a blending shade since it's a little lighter than the first one that I used. We'll see if that has a little better look to it. It looks like it does. I'm gonna take this deeper brown at the bottom and work my way from the outer corner inwards, and I'll use this to deepen this part of the eye, carry it into the outer V. I need to fix my mirror a little bit here. I can't even see myself. I mean, the color payoff is excellent. And you can see that here. It's Now, whether it will last all day, we'll see, because sometimes you get a really great color payoff, but then the colors muddy together or they fade, so we will find out. But so far, so good. And then for the lid, I'm going to take this shade. We'll keep it light there without going too light. Tap off the excess and apply it right there. The next product that I picked up is an eyeliner, black liquid eyeliner, and this is called the Classic Liquid Liner. The reviews on it were really good in terms of being a very rich black pigmented liner, and you can see that here in the swatch up close. I am also not seeing any, what do you want to call it, feathering. You know how you get the little caterpillar legs sometimes with some of these liquid eyeliners, they just start to spread out. This one's not doing that. It has stayed exactly where I placed it, which is amazing to see. And if I come in really close here, you can see that up close. There is no feathering, no movement. So hopefully this will be a good one. And it does appear to be purely matte, which that's another hard quality to find in these drugstore eyeliners. Sorry, hang on. Never fails. Just turn on the camera and you can expect everybody in the world to call you people you haven't heard from in years. No, I'm kidding, but I'm serious. It's like, if you want to make your phone ring, turn on a camera. I'll go ahead and apply this. And because it's so pigmented, I'm not going to talk because I'm going to make a mistake if I keep talking. So enjoy the music. I hold my breath every time I do eyeliner. Do you find yourself doing that too? It's like every time you learn real quick about yourself how long you can actually hold your breath for. It's pretty amazing. And ta-da! All done. Now, I typically don't show this part on camera, but I'm going to because we're going to keep it real here and let you know that I am not perfect and my wings never come out perfect. But there's one trick that always makes them look like that. And that's a makeup remover wipe wrapped around your finger and clean up any edges. And that's how it's done. Sometimes I knock it out of the park the very first time, but you know what? That is so rare. I don't stress about it anymore. I used to stress. I used to wash everything off and redo it. That got real old real fast. Okay, and then for the brows, I got this product called Woo Brow Everlasting Love. And I believe the shade that I picked up is number 01, which is the lightest shade offered. They only offered 3 shades total. This on the package says that it provides 24-hour wear. That's pretty much all it says. Oh, never mind. I gotta turn the package on the side in order to find the directions here. It says it's a beach-proof, hot yoga-proof, waterproof eyebrow gel that will give you everlasting love for your non-existing brows. Well, then it's perfect for me. Now, as far as the application goes with this, I read mixed reviews on it. Some people found it a little hard to apply. Some people found it pretty easy. For the most part, though, a lot of the reviews said that it looked very natural once they did get it on. So we will see. It looks like a gel. I mean, I'm not really sure. I've never used anything like this. That's what its swatch is like. We'll see. I almost want to... I'm trying to think if I want to apply this with a brush. That might be better than applying it like this. Let's try it like that. I'm using my MAC 263 brush, which has a very fine tip to it. If you're looking for an eyebrow brush or a liner brush, excellent one to use. And I will go ahead and put it through the brows. Okay, it's almost like a brow liquid. In a sense, that's what it, okay. Okay, well, it's not bad. I mean, that actually looks really nice. Matches my hair color. And I'm going to take a spoolie. If I can find one. Okay. And I'll brush the brow hairs up a little bit here. That's really, really beautiful, actually. And I'm liking how that looks. It doesn't, if you're wondering about how it dries, it does dry fairly fast. It gives you probably about 30 seconds to maybe a minute to work with it before you lose total ability to blend it and whatnot, but it's not like it dries instantly, which is good to see. I applied my lashes, and if you're interested in the style that I'm wearing here today, this is called Kitten. It's from my lash line, and I will have them listed and linked for you below in the description box in the event that you might want to get them for yourself. For the face, since I'm testing out that matte oil, I'm going to use a foundation that doesn't last that long on me usually, and that is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. Great foundation, just doesn't hold up on oily skin. So we'll apply that right over the top on this side. And then of course, nothing on this side. By the way, I have no primer on today whatsoever. Nothing to help try to extend the wear time of foundation, nothing like that, except for that oil that you saw me apply earlier. If you had a question about how foundation blends over the top of that mattifying oil, I'm not having any issues here. It's going over rather easily, and it's not affecting how the skin looks underneath. It's not creating any texture issues. It looks like it would regularly, as if I had not applied anything. I did pick up the powder to try, and it's the Ready Set Matte Setting Powder, and this one says specifically banana on it, which I'm a little hesitant about because usually banana is like a yellow based powder, but it appears to be rather neutral in the canister. It doesn't look like it leans yellow. However, as I was sitting here thinking about this before I applied the powder, we applied that magic matte oil on this side, and I'm going to be doing a test with nothing on this side, and so I don't think I want to add the powder in today, simply because I feel like that could lost my train of thought. Interfere. There we go. There we go. I just lost the word. It could interfere with how the magic matte oil works, and it could interfere with the foundation becoming more oily at the end of the day, which is what I want, because I do want to test out the oil over the top of an oily breakthrough. So what I'm going to do is just save this for the end and then give you an update. I'll test this out tomorrow and let you know how it wore over the top. But for now, I am simply going to apply the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder, which is the powder that I typically use that does not affect how things wear. It's my testing powder. Last but not least, I did get, where's the package? Okay, I found it. The Honey Fluff, obviously I can't read, Fluffy Matte Lip Cream, and the shade that I picked up, okay, yeah. This packaging is so confusing. Okay, it's a fluffy matte lip cream, and the shade that I got is Honey Fluff, number 3. The description of this is that it's a super soft whipped matte lip cream that feels like air. It has jojoba seed oil and grape seed oil for extra nourishment. This was one of those products that got like a love-hate kind of review. Some people really loved it, some people really hated it, and that's why I chose it for this video, because I wanted to see how I would feel about it, because sometimes you just never know until you try it yourself. For the most part, you should try products out yourself and just take my opinions with a grain of salt. But anyway, yeah, let's try this out, shall we? Overall, I like the consistency of this. It's very, it is fluffy. Like you can tell it's got like this mousse texture to it. I liked how it applied. I personally like the color. But you know, I love nude lips anyway, that's just me. But I'm really, really loving this so far. We'll see how it wears. On the day that I tested all these products out, I believe, what was that day? I'm recording this at the end of the week, and I did this at the beginning of the week. So I want to say it was, gosh, it had to have been at least 8 or 9 hours on the day that I tested out this look, somewhere in there. And I'll show you each product up close, beginning with the eyeshadow palette. This wore okay. I felt like the colors did muddy together a little bit, but I feel like that's because there's not a lot of contrast in this palette. I mean, there really isn't. Overall, though, the quality is really good, and I liked how they applied. I really liked how they blended. I just probably would go back and try a different color story as opposed to this one, but the formula is really good with these. Next product, the brow product. I really, really, really loved this one, and it stayed put all day long. It looked fabulous in the brows after initial application and at the end of the day, and this is absolutely one that I will continue to use. I loved the color match with it. I thought it was a great product all the way around. So this is another one that I would highly recommend checking out if you're looking for a new brow product to try. Now let's talk about that Magic Matte Oil. This stuff right here. So I applied it, you know, before I did my makeup for the day. This is what my face looked like at the end of the wear test. Now, there was a little bit of shine breakthrough with this, but it wasn't tremendous. And for the most part, my face looked pretty good after having worn this under the makeup all day long. So what I did was I took a little bit more of that face oil, because they say on the package here that you can apply it on top of shine breakthrough and it will help to eliminate that and return the skin to more of a matte finish. And I did that, and it did return the skin back to that matte finish, and it got rid of the excess shine. But I feel like it made the foundation look a little funky after I had applied it over the top. It just didn't look as smooth. I felt like it took away some parts of the foundation on my face. That's just me. But I wasn't too happy with having used it over the top of the foundation. I more than likely would not use it like that again. And to me, it didn't perform in the way that they said that it would, at least not with that foundation. But as far as underneath the makeup, it did an okay job. And my skin did feel matte. There was like a little bit of radiant glow, which wasn't horrible, but it looked a lot better than if I had not applied anything at all and I had just worn the foundation on my skin. So in that respect, it did work. For the Ready Set Matte Setting Powder, I said I was going to review this one. This week has been completely crazy. Gia got sick, then Ace got sick, then Jet got sick, and they all just boom, boom, boom. So I haven't slept. I haven't done my hair. Yeah, no. So it's been a really rough week here, but I didn't have the chance to test this one out. So I will go back and include this in a future speed review video and let you know what I think about it, because I want to thoroughly have a couple days to test it out over some different foundations, etc., etc. You know how I am. The last product was the lipstick, that Honey Fluff. What was this stuff? Matte lip cream. I'm wearing it again today. And I combined it up with the L'Oreal lip pencil in the shade Matte's It. So it's that color with the Jason Wu product over the top. And I like this combination. It brings a little more life into it. It does not wear that well. I mean, it does, but it disappears pretty quickly from the lips. I would say after about 5 hours, you really can't see much of it anymore, and you can see that definitely at the end of the day there, how it just fell off my lips completely. But it does dry down completely matte. See if I go like that, there's nothing there. There's no transfer with it at all, and I really love how it feels on the lips. It's not too drying, and it's one that I'm probably going to continue using again and again and again. And I will go back and look at the other shades in this line because I like it. So another great product from this line. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, the eyeliner. Okay, so I love that it was matte and it was a pure black. On the first day I tested it, it started to crack on the inner corners of one of my eyes, but I know exactly what I did wrong here. I applied way too much, because if you look at my other eye, it held up extremely well. There was no cracking, no falling apart. It looked great at the end of the day. So I know that I applied too much on the inner corner, and that's why it ended up looking that way. And I've tested it out since then. I'm wearing it again today, and I haven't had any issues with cracking or falling apart whatsoever. So I am so excited to be able to tell you that, because it is really, really hard to find not only a matte black eyeliner, but also one that stays put and looks really good. So this is an excellent one. I would highly recommend if you're looking for one like that. I wish the applicator was a little bit different, but it's a great formula nonetheless. So if you're interested in any of the products I shared with you here today, I'll try to have them listed and linked for you below in the description box. Like I said, you can get them at Target. I ordered them online and then did a pickup with them because it's just easier than taking 3 kids through a store. No thanks. One of the things I noticed though when I did that pickup order was that it was only available in certain stores in my area. Like my local store does not carry this line, and then there were some other stores near me that don't carry it. I had to go all the way into Tampa to get it, which is a good 50-minute drive from where I am. So just keep that in mind. If you don't see it in a Target near you, that may be why. I don't know why it's in select Targets. Maybe it's based on demographics. I don't know. But anyway, if you can't find it and you're looking to find it, online is probably your best bet. Anyway, if you've been interested in this line, I hope you found this helpful. If you've had the opportunity to try any of the products, feel free to share your thoughts. And if there's more things that you would like to see me test out, let me know below. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch. I want to wish you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.